is 19 and I've never seen so much plastic surgery at a 19-year-old. And she's dressed in like sweats, like juicy sweats, like it's like 1990. And you're like, yeah, this is a great scene. So I give you that. But I mean, LA, man, it has its moments.
Okay, speaking of LA, because EJ obviously made her life here. She moved here from Georgia to make it here in LA.
Hmm.
But what do you, I mean, this case, okay, I can't figure out with this $24 million lawsuit. The premise of it is that Erica knew
Hmm.
that Tom, I mean, how do you prove that? That
I
Erica
don't think they're
knew.
gonna prove, and she's never gonna settle this. Never.
Right, because that'd be admitting guilt. And
Hmm.
basically, I mean, what could they possibly have to prove that? Because, he supposedly deposited $20 million or $24 million into her LLC so she could take that money and become Erika Jayne. But how do you know? How do they prove that she knew that that was stolen money from clients?
I think they're gonna have a really hard time proving it. I hate to break it to everybody. Speaking of which, um, she's heading overseas. Have you seen this? She's doing one night only
Yes.
in the UK. Too bad it's not here because you and I would go. I mean, I did go to Vegas to check out the Pretty Mess tour, but I do want you to know that she has taken RHO. It says in this, where did it say it? It said like former. Oh. It says Erika Jayne. This is what it says for the tickets. The iconic musician, TV star, and former Real Housewife heads to Camden overseas. So people have picked up on the word former and they're like, did EJ just tell us that she quit the show or, excuse me, has been fired? Now, I'm not saying that. It says,
I mean, okay, so at first I'm like, there's no way this is true because she can't give up the paycheck of RHOBH.
no. But I mean, if they
Then
say, Erica, thank you for your service, we wish you the best of luck, like we wish to everybody.
if EJ's gone, I will be done watching that show. I know people always make those, declarations, but
Well,
I'll be done.
a lot of people are say they're done because of Garce. Lots of people say that they are done. So
Can anybody really argue? I mean, here's the thing. I like Garcelle so much. We met her. She was so lovely and gracious to us because we had her son on and let Oliver tell his story. But like, does anyone really believe that Garce brought it, that she really sure and she kind of proved EJ's point at the reunion where she is sort of was dating this guy she was kind of hooking up with. Garce is over it. Like, I mean, are
I
we
gotta
really like, do we really think EJ is that off?
no, I've been to be very honest. Listen, I've said this before. I always have a problem with performative allyship, if you will. I have a problem where everybody now in the Bravo space, prayers for Teddy, prayers for Teddy. Yes, yes, prayers for Teddy, but also prayers for your mother, someone who's listening in the back row, their sister, prayers for everybody, prayers for Val Kilmer's family, prayers for James Vanderbeek, prayers for everyone. So I don't like when the Bravo creators jump on the bandwagon. Have an independent thought. Oh, that's what, so everybody, oh, all hail the Queen Garcelle. I mean, these Bravo contenters, I mean, they're sucking goddamn dick. They're sucking Garcelle's dick. It's like, I agree with you. I have my own issues with Garcelle. I think she was a great housewife.
Yeah.
I think she does speak up when she has to, but I completely agree with Erica also, and if she did run away and quit on her own, which I mean, Psychic Robin does not seem to think so, but I think it's gray. But the point is, if you quit and you run away because now, why didn't I would sue you in this. If you're running away, then I do see Erica's point. Like Erica sat there and took it, like with fucking on the chin. Kyle is taking it, so you are running away. So I have mixed, conflicting feelings about Garcelle. I think sometimes she could act holier than thou, and I just don't like that. But I think she's a great housewife and I like her. I'm in the middle,
I don't think she acts holier than thou.
you know?
I think she's used the show in the past couple seasons, not originally, but I think in the past couple seasons, she has used the show basically to parlay her career into producing and acting all the things that I think
Great.
she really likes. To me, she has seemed over it. Last season, I thought like or was it this season? No, it was last season that she showed like her sons and the building of her house and the fear she had when Oliver was an addict. I mean, I think that was like a last ditch, like, okay, I'm going to give you this. Like, oh, I'm having trouble with my twins. And I, I don't think she's into it at all. I think to me, she's exactly like our girl in Potomac, Jizzy Jizz. Only Jizzy Jizz has
Yes.
gotten lucky because we need Jizzy Jizz, so like we can she can get away with not sharing. With RHOBH, there's just so much going on there. You can't really get away with being like oh, I'm just gonna skate along here and
It's
ask.
all stars.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I just think she's not that into it. I think she's not that into it. I think she uh, she hasn't been into it, and I think it's time to go. Again, I love her. I think
and
she's
look,
great, but I don't think she shared anything this season.
they do you dirty, and it was going to be Garcelle and or Sutton done extremely dirty next season. So what a
Yeah.
way to do it. You get in, you do 5 years, you revive the career. She revived the career. I mean,
Oh
you
yeah.
got, and you get out before they do you really dirty because you want a career after this. I mean, they did someone else dirty and she didn't do 5 years. She did 8 years. 8 years, and it's debatable how she's doing afterwards. And her name is Lisa Rinna. Now I love
Rinna.
Lisa Rinna, but I don't know. She's now she's talking. Did you see this? That she said she helped her father with assisted suicide. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did.
I just
Well,
I,
you kind of texted me and you thought this was sort of a desperate
I mean,
move.
not look, you have a podcast, you open your mouth and you're talking about things. So I I it's not like desperate. It's just like it's more like is Rinna happy? Like are you happy? And are you going to stay with this podcast? I mean, it's the same thing like Vicky or I mean, it could be great and it could look great and Vicky's doing like a 5 city podcast tour. Like where is the money? Like at some point you answer to yourself and God, and I am not religious, but you know what your numbers are at the end of the night. This is a great, wonderful job. I love being here. I love you. I love the Ropers. I love the Ropers. Someone's like, is that a nod to Three's Company? Well, it is, sure. Yes. We had the Ropers on Three's Company. We love Suzanne Summers, but that is what you guys are called. You have the Frasiacs. Melissa has the Melissanas.
Well, listeners are cute. That's
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a number that is in my head that I know, and when